We scare everyone away?
I don't know. Those the Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think, have become the lighter days, and everyone's vying towards Monday, Wednesday, Friday as their go-to. And I think in the beginning, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I'll do 5 days a week," and they're like, it's, you know, it's harder than it sounds. But anyway,
yeah,
let's get to it, man.
All right.
Grab your orange band. We got pull aparts. Palms facing up. Going for 20. How the workout's been feeling so far?
Feel good. Yeah.
Good, man. Notice any changes? You feeling stronger? How's everything going?
Yeah, I would just say undergoing body transformation.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
And let's go dislocates for 10. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're not even halfway there yet.
Yeah.
And from there, let's step inside. And we got band shoulder tees. There we go. We got a class. And you can set that off to the side. Kevin and Nitin, whenever you're ready, we're getting straight leg. Whoa, hello hamstrings. They've been feeling fine all day. Andrew asked me, "Hey, your hamstrings sore from last night's class?" I was like, no.
Yeah, mine are definitely talking to me.
A couple of straight leg marches and I'm feeling that. Okay, well, there we have it. From there, let's go 5 squats. And 10 jumping jacks. And follow with arm series. And Jefferson curls. We got 3 passes. Nice and slow. Take your time. From there, we got a step lunge into place. And when we come back up, just make sure we get a good squeeze with that lead leg. Let's go 5 in a row on one side, prioritizing that squeeze as you come up tall. It's going to come into play a little bit later. Once you got 5, go to the other side. Same thing, knock them all out in a row. From there, 5 more squats. And we got toe touchers. Hips go back. Hinge. Find some length. 5 each side. Nice flat back position. Once you're in there, we've got an arm bar. Hug it tight, pull it across. And let's go to the other side. And back to the other side for tricep stretch. And switch to the other side. Now let's get one more Jefferson curl. Take your time. We got 10 counts on the way down. Super slow. 2 big exhales at the bottom. And 10 more seconds on the way back up. Let's follow that up with going slightly wide. Down for baby makers. And from there, we've got lizard. Trying to let my elbows sink down to the ground. Leg is nice and long. Post up, rotate. Let's get a 10-second hold each side. Once you got your 10-second hold, get that hammy. Then we got to the other side. 10 seconds in each position. Post, rotate. And rotate to the other side. Get the hamstring. And back up top. Let's get into a little strength in positions, grabbing your skinny band. We're going star pulls. I got palms facing up. Decent amount of resistance. One goes up, one goes down. Return to neutral. One goes up, one goes down. 15 each side. Making sure you're returning to neutral and not just driving a big steering wheel. Try and reach up, reach down. Should start to get a little bit of back pump, a little burn back there as you're going. Okay, from there, once you got your 15, any other bands, so you have 2 bands. I'm grabbing my red band, I'm going low. We're getting our Y band setup going. Boom, like so. Once you've got your Y band set up, we're going a W to Y press. Okay? So I'm going to show you real quick just so you can see me, and then I'll do one. So the band is out here in front of me. Drive back, W, Y. Back down, down, forward. So W to Y, back down. With the band, what that looks like is, get some tension, arms forward, elbows high, W, Y, back down, swivel, and back. So it's a 3-part process. Row, swivel, press, and then back down. So Kevin, row one more out, go elbows back nice and high. Try and keep the elbows right there. Rotate your fists up. So you're rotating at the shoulder. Even further, can you pull it back, kind of squeeze it back? Yes, and then drive straight up from there. Fantastic. And then back down, and then back to your swivel. Okay. 15, guys. That's what we're going for. Really hits the upper back, external rotators, shoulder mechanics, great for posture, great for neck health, great for basically all the bad things that tend to happen to our posture as we sit and we carry things and we do all of our desk stuff. You're getting 15. Once you got 15, go ahead and grab a sandbag. We're going to do some loaded planks. Best way to get into this is load up your sandbag on your shoulders. Tuck it underneath your arms a little bit so that when I go down for my plank, it's right where I want it to be. I want it to be right across my upper back. If it's across my hips, it's going to make my hips saggy, and it's also might touch the ground. Okay? So, let me get some time on the clock. Once you're settled into place, and then you probably don't want it around your neck. That's going to make the plank kind of funky. You want it to be below, either on or below your shoulders. And we're going to go for a 1 minute loaded plank. Okay, let's get down into it, guys, in about 10 seconds here. Get yourself comfy. Make sure everything is balanced so you're not worrying about that bag. You're worrying about your plank. And in 2, 1, here we go. Legs are nice and long. Now, despite that weight being on your shoulders and butt, we don't necessarily want a high elevated butt. That's the trick, is can you maintain low hips in an engaged position? Want that belly button tucked up to the ceiling. Butt is nice and tight, legs are nice and tight. If the bag gets too heavy, you can just kind of throw it off to the side, continue your plank. We've got about 20 seconds to go. Re-engage, scan your body, squeeze the hips, squeeze the butt, belly button up to the ceiling. Try to avoid the hips popping up into the air. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Go ahead, pitch the bag. Okay, let's talk about our strength for the day. If you were here while we did some of that band resisted squat activity, we're going to do a very similar thing. So I'm taking my orange band, skinny band. You could do this with a red band. I'm not going to get too terribly aggressive, and we can always walk it back if it's not enough resistance. So I've got my orange band, double loop. I want this guy, okay? Now, if I go here, it's not like it's going to be the end of the world. It's just, you're just going to have to walk way, 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 way back to get some resistance, okay? So I've got my double loop, low attachments. Once I've got the low attachment, leg goes inside. So, for right now, hanging out like this. So what this wants to do is this wants to drive me towards the wall. It is going to make it getting locked out up and tight to be quite difficult. Okay? What I want you guys to do from there is walk it back. So you're like, okay, that's going to be some challenge to get my leg totally straight. I'm going to take a lunge step back, and then when I come back up, making sure that this leg that's squeezing nice and tight is fully locked out. My butt, my quad are completely tight. Take a lunge step back, come back up and squeeze. So we're going 5 each side consecutive. Okay? Give it a shot, guys. Let's see how it goes. So then you're going to want this up back behind your knee. Boom, right there. Otherwise, it won't provide any resistance if it's like on the calf. Further away you walk from the wall, tougher it's going to get. Closer to the wall, less tough, of course. And the lockout is key. If you're hanging out a little bit soft up top and you don't feel that band pulling you towards the wall and you are resisting that by getting to lockout, that is the goal. Otherwise, it will be not that challenging. Okay, from there we're going to add the bag. Just like it sounds. I've got the bag, I've got my band, so now I've got some stuff to contend with as I go out for my lunges. Okay? Lunge, step back, come back up, squeeze nice and tight. Lunge, step back, squeeze nice and tight. Okay? Let's get 3 more each side, guys. Just play with it a little bit. Give me one last chance to see how everyone's doing. And then we'll talk about other movement. Your banded leg is the one that's staying in place. Foot is flat. It's just going to 90. And when you come back up, squeeze to act against that resistance. Let's go about 3 each side. Once you got your 3 each side, everyone's looking pretty good. Go and relax. You can just dump everything, step out of it. We'll talk about our second movement, which is super easy, super straightforward. I'm grabbing my other band. Any band will do. I've got my red bands. We're going supinated pull apart. So I've got my palms facing up towards the ceiling. I've got enough resistance to start with that I got to actually work for it. And then squeezing through, getting that good contraction back behind me. Okay? Let's make this our first set and knock out 25. Abs are nice and tight. Butt is nice and tight. Squeezing back behind me. I'm going very nice and methodical. Oh boy. And that is really going to challenge those shoulder blades to find their way together. Okay. Now, if we're doing it for a warm-up, cool, you're just breezing through it. If we're doing it for strength, trying to just be very methodical and getting to that point where it's like, man, that muscle is so exhausted, I can't squeeze anymore. Okay? That's the goal for your pull parts. Let's get into our first set of TKE lunges. Bag on the shoulders. Per the usual, I'm going to count mine out just so you have something to think about, something to go along with. You don't have to stay with me. You could go a little slower. You could go a little faster. But just so we're generally on the same page. Okay, I'm stepping in. I'm walking back. Getting my resistance. And we're going, how many are we going? 15 each side consecutively. Okay, so I'm stepping back from my first one. And back up. 1, 2. I'm getting a very deliberate squeeze up top. I'm not rushing into my next one. I want to make sure I get the full benefit of that leg being completely locked out and straight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you should be feeling on that first set, for sure. Because, or I should say, if not, walking yourself back accordingly, getting a better squeeze up top. To some degree, you dictate how much you get out of this by how attentive to that position. Okay, I'm going for my second set on the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Woo! If you squeeze hard enough, guys, you can even get some gluten there. That would be a good indicator everything's on point. Okay, grab your other band. Let's get a set of 25. I'm going to keep mine relatively slow, just so I'm getting away from the idea of some movement, some warm-up, more towards the idea of strength and squeezing back behind me methodically. One at a time, abs stay tight, reach back with the hands, elbows locked out. I like to think of pinching something in between my scaps each and every time. Those shoulder blades meeting each other. That's how you get the most engagement out of this activity. Oh, man. Woo. Oh, man. That's exactly what I need too. Loosen up my back a little bit, get some blood flow. Woo. Starting to get those nice little pops. Alrighty, guys. That is the beginning of set 2. We got 4 sets. Let's knock it out. Let's get into our lunges. Same thing. I'm going to start with the other leg first, just to keep it interesting. Go for my first set. Back, down, up, 1, down, up, 2, 3. Good squeezes up top. 4. Lock out the quad, lock out the knee. 6. Squeeze your butt. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow. Man, it doesn't start off too bad. But boy, does that get spicy. There we go. Okay, second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Woo! Okay. As soon as you guys are ready, grab your bands. We got 25 those band pull parts. Hey! Once again, nice and methodical squeezes. Drive the hands back. Locked out elbows.
No, we'll talk about it at dinner. I feel like I'm celebrating by coming here.
Oh, now I'm having a hard time getting 20. 25. Okay, here we go. Couple. Ah, yes. Very good. All right, is that the beginning of set 3? I think so. Let's find those bands, find those bags, step inside. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, very tricky. Look at that. All right, here we go. Second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and oh man. Ah. Yee. Good times. All right. Grab your bands, here we go. We've got 25 reps. This is the last set. We're moving on to something else. Something I didn't mention, which is pretty tough. Let's see if you can incorporate it. Is trying to roll those shoulders down and back, just like we talked about in that shoulder position video. Easier said than done. There's gonna be a tendency for them to just kind of flap out in front. We're gonna hold them in place for a strong shoulder position. Ah! Wow! Whee! Ah. All right, guys. Step inside, let's get those bags, let's get those bands, one more set. We'll have a quick water break, then move on to our last thing. I'm getting right into it. You guys are cranking it out as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
And we'll start with ankle circles,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
I saw you were a virtual
15.
while back when
Oh, man.
I was doing it, and I saw the normal workout room now has a grip.
Woo! Yeah, those last couple reps. Legs getting a little wobbly. Take a moment, guys. Hang out. Okay. You don't have to do anything just yet. Just lend me your attention. We're going back to our Y band. We'll be using that. One long band, one band cut in half. I recommend red, and then orange up top here. Talk about moves in just a second. Next is going to be trainers. You're probably going to want to go at the highest of the settings, just so you're not flying all over the place. I don't want to have a super long resistance arm for any of the stuff we're about to do. So the highest setting is all good. If you're already there, cool. If not, go ahead and get it set up. Okay, let's talk about it. More single-legged stuff. So a pistol is a one-legged squat. We're going to do a trainer-assisted pistol. It's going to look like this. I get some tension. I pick a leg. I settle down into it, and I come back up. You notice I did a little self-correct hop. This is going to kind of dictate where you want to go. So let's give it a try. We're going consecutive. 3 on one side, all in a row, 3 on the other. Hop around, find a good space that allows you some depth, balance, but then also to stay upright. You can make this generally easier by using more arms, kind of pulling yourself up into it. And as much as you can, you're trying to avoid that other leg becoming a kickstand. We want complete independence of that one leg, complete balance, complete control. Everything comes from that one leg. Okay, once you got 3 each side, go and relax. 12 each side, that's what we're doing. Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. From there, in between, we're going bands. The setup we had earlier in the warm-up, we're going T's and Y's. T's, make a T, boom. Y, make a Y, boom. Let's knock those out. Nice and straightforward, get one set out of the way. T's and Y's, 12 apiece. Open up the curtain, make a T. Try and keep those shoulders down and into the sockets. Hands end up parallel with the shoulders. Once you get 12, going up overhead, the Y's. Once again, keep the butt and the abs tight. We do not want to bow. We don't want to reach back with the hips in the back. We want to reach back with the fists. Ooh, boy. If you got bad shoulder mobility like I do, it is tough to reach all the way back up there. Okay. You guys know the drill. I'm going to count mine out. You can go faster, you can go slower, you can do the same reps, you can do a couple less, couple more. We're going 12 consecutive each side. And I'm going to take my time with these because balance, I don't want to lose my balance. I don't want to end up going fast enough. My legs are too smoked. I've got to just do a bunch of pulling curl mechanic, okay? So here we go. Let's do our first set. I always like to hop into place, find a good little practice one. And then from there I'm going. I'm trying to keep my other foot off the ground the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh man. Okay, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. That really snuck up on me. Holy smokes. Whenever you guys are ready, T's and Y's. T's and Y's. 12 B's.
One each side.
Man, I'm all fried up right now. Goodness. Thank goodness we're only going 3 sets. It's the beginning of set 2. Woo! Alrighty guys, let's hop into it. 12 each side, consecutive. Try and avoid the kickstand. Try and maintain time under tension on that one leg the whole time. I'm starting with my opposite leg this time through. Got my little hop, got my practice rep, and I'm cooking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, God. Oh, these are smashing me. My goodness, here we go, other leg. No time like the present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh my gosh. Good times. All right, guys, grab those bands. Let's get this third set. Woo! Woo. All right, we're all done with those. One more set on the legs. Then we'll talk about our conditioning. Pretty short, to the point conditioning. It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be relatively quick. All right, guys, getting into that last set. All the good stuff. Balance. Avoid the kickstand. As little arms as possible. All together, 12 in a row on one leg. Here we go, I'm going for my first set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, I need a moment. Brutal. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good God. Take a moment. Woo. Talk about our conditioning in just a moment. You will need your bag, bands. We'll need some stuff. Oh boy. Oh, we'll also need an elevated surface, a bench, a box, a chair, a stool, something like that. I got my trusty old bench. Boom. It's a couple inches below the knee. Perfect. So, let's gather up some tools, guys. We'll need a bag, an elevated object. You'll need your trainer. If it's already at a higher setting, perfect, you're good to go. That's what we want. And where's the other thing? I'm gonna go with my red band. So my medium band. That's it. Okay, so let's talk about our movements. So movement is, got a sandbag. I've got a Bulgarian squat. I post up, I dip my knee, boom, that's it, okay? Can I see you guys get 2 each side? That's it. Already got plenty going with the legs. This is really more about just finding your balance, finding your object, making sure you're sturdy. Get 2 each side. This might get unmanageable with the bag. We can go ahead and ditch it, that's totally fine. For now, 2 each side with the bag. Find your balance, find your spacing, make it feel good. Trying to tap that knee to the ground. Make sure you give yourself enough space. So hop forward a little more than you think you need to, just so your hips and your butt got room. So I'd say, Brett, hop forward just like 3 inches more. Just give yourself a little more space. Cool. Okay, once you got a handful, guys, you can go drop the bags. Okay. So, the first thing is 2 minutes, max that. 10 each side, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, 10 on the right, 10 on the left, okay? If at a minute you're just dying, you're falling over, whatever, drop the bag, continue the body weight, okay? I'll keep you appraised where we're at, what we're doing in any event. From there, we're going immediately to 1 minute of trainer rows. I grab my trainer, there's no rest in between. I'm just finding it and cranking them out, okay? That's how you guys get 5 rows. That's it, nice and simple. Just make sure you got a height you like. Good chance you're going to be able to stand right next to your door or your wall or underneath your trainer to start at a deeper angle. You can walk it backwards as you want to make it easier. Okay, get in 5. And then Kevin, think of keeping the elbows into the sides. Pull your elbows, yes, through the ground. There you go. Cool. Perfect. Just like that. All right. 2 minutes of Bulgarian squats. We're alternating every 10. After 2 minutes of that, you hop right over to your trainer. You got a minute of those. And then our last thing, sorry, not our last thing. Second to last thing is, where's my band? There we go. We're going band resisted split squat repeats. I'm threading my hands up accordingly so I don't have to worry about my grip. Boom. I step into the band. I'm essentially doing a lunge, but not resetting each time. So it's going to look like this. That's it. Let's see it, guys. Let's get 2 or 3 each side. Step into your band. All you're doing is trying to stand tall on that front leg. No resetting with the back leg. So Brett, keeping that back toe frozen to the ground. So you're only going to end up like 75% tall. Keep that back leg frozen to the ground, back toe to the ground in. So don't come all the way up. You're just repeating right here. This is going to smoke that front quad. Yep, you got it. That's it. Nice tall shoulders, Kevin. Think of neutral eyes, chin, chest up. Yeah, there we go. Boom, bang, go. Okay, you guys got it. This one is going to be 2 minute max reps, 10 each side. Crank out your 10, step into it with the other side, crank out your 10, back and forth, 2 minutes. It's going to be an absolute leg scorcher. Okay, and then finishing with 1 minute max rep rows once again. Okay, back into the rows. Boom, finish it off. Okay. If you forgot a piece, that's okay. I'm going to keep you appraised of what's coming up next, the time, and everything. Let me just get this situated so I can actually look and see. Okay. All right, guys. No time like the present. Let's get ready for those Bulgarian squats in 10 seconds. You're getting your bag up onto the shoulders, finding your foot. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and pick a leg and go. At your 10th rep, you're switching legs. I recommend pacing yourself, going nice and slow. 8, 9, 10, switch legs, find your balance, and repping it out. Trying to stay as tall as you can with the shoulders. You get that knee tap at the bottom. And once you get 10 on the other leg, switch once again. We're about 45 seconds in. Oh, man. Oh. If the bag gets too unmanageable, ditch the bag, keep going with body weight. Totally fine. My legs are absolutely smoked. I'm going to try and make it through a second round on my other leg. But I'm just dropping it. I don't got anything left. We got about 30 seconds to go. Oh man. Woo! 10 seconds. Try and get a couple more. 3, 2, 1. Ring rows. As many as you can, 1 minute. Break it up as needed, guys. It's gonna be hard to go unbroken. We got 25 seconds. 15. 5 seconds. Last rep or 2. And switch. Find your bands. Find your position. Try and crank them out, guys. Hang in there. Oh, man. We're just getting too tall. Not bringing that other leg up. Trying to keep the shoulders tall, chest up, eyes up, straight up and down. Once you got 10, go into the other leg. I recommend just stepping your foot and then you're rocking and rolling. Oh man. 1 minute down. 1 minute to go. Hang in there, guys. Try and keep it moving. Ditch the band if you need to. That's fine. Oh man. Here we go. 30 seconds. Keep it going. "20 seconds. I'm ditching the band. I can't hang. It's all good. Keep it moving, guys, one way or another. 8 seconds. Finishing with ring rows. In 2, 1, ring rows. Finish strong, guys. Fight through it. Hang on, 30 seconds. Hang in there. Last 15. Ten seconds. Couple more reps. 5 seconds. And time. My goodness. I'm absolutely scorched, guys. Okay. Let's get a little relief to those quads. Hanging out on the knees. Toes pointed straight back. A little space if you got it to lean back. Nasal breathing right away. Squeeze the butt to protect the low back. Try and relieve some tension across those quads. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, let's grab our trainer, facing away from it, walk away, get a stretch, thighs, shoulders, chest. So let those arms fall behind, avoid the palms coming up. We want the palms to be, palms facing down to the ground, biceps facing forward to open up the chest. Oh man, hold on. Keep doing it, guys. I'm just cramping up. Oh man. Let's get a couple more seconds. Okay, next we're going to walk it back. We're going to reset. Arms are going to go up and forward. Try to maintain biceps to the ceiling. Chest comes forward and through. Don't let the shoulders roll forward and down. Trainer's going to work best for this one. Knitting the band's going to be a little tricky. Should feel it pretty much everywhere. The entire upper body. Oh, try and relax forward into it. Oh man. Oh. Woo. Okay, let's get a little pigeon pose. We got some good deep glute activation. Get that glute a little bit as well. Long toe back behind you. Trying to keep the upper body nice and tall. Let the weight of your upper body push your hips down to the ground. Open up that glute. And let's go to the other leg. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna lay down, cross one leg over. My hand is gonna pin this one down. Get the sweat out of your eyes. Goodness gracious. Okay, this hand is gonna pin this one down. I grab my foot underneath and try and flatten my back down to the ground. Try and breathe into it. Deep nasal breathing. Let it go. Transition over. Cross the leg over. Pin that knee down. Grab the foot. Flat back. Open up the chest and ceiling. Oh, man. Man, I don't know what it is, but that one, all of that stuff just wiped me out. My God. Oh, nice job tonight, guys. Another one in the books. We're at the end of week 4. Can you believe it? Time's just mowing on by. Make sure to enter your data. Keep up with all that stuff. I'm actually going to do like a halfway mark data digest. Talk about how people are improving their sleep and all that kind of good stuff. So, a little virtual bump for you guys. Well done tonight. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see y'all next time. Oh, peace out, guys. Have a good one. Oh, hey, Kevin, real quick.
Yo.
Knee, how's the knee?